here on Tuesday because I don't work Mondays, you all know that. We're going to get a patch made up for down there. Going to get that all welded up. Get our plug welds where we left off, ground down. And then we've got to weld all behind here. We've got to weld that up to the back half. And then we're done. So we will get this old girl finished up today for sure. For sure. And we just had another one. Got a 55 Chevy got dropped off. This is coming in because you can see right now it's sitting too high in the front. So we're going to put 2-inch drop coils in the front of this. This will happen tomorrow. So that's another project for on the Wednesday list. And Sean's getting the cab all ready because we're going to be Thursday night. We're going to be painting all the inside of this. We're going to paint all the inside of the cab, the jambs, and the firewall. That'll happen Thursday night. So we got lots on the go this week. Lots and lots. So with that being said, let's start grinding away some plug welds. Alright, we got this all welded up down here. Got our plug welds going down. So we've got it all welded in the door jamb. So now we're going to get in there and we're going to grind the welds down the way there. And then we're going to start welding at the back. Beautiful, beautiful. And the door. Look at that. Beautiful. That's what you want. Nice line all the way. Okay, we got quite a mess around here. Anyway, ended up, I don't know if you can see, maybe from underneath, it's hard. You can see right ground down, it's all in here. That's the back panel now is welded to that. And luckily his back panel is pretty decent. So we got to grind down these few plug welds here. And then we got to grind down everywhere inside where we welded, so you don't feel anything. And then I think we're ready to rock and roll for Sean. Pretty close. Now I'm going to throw some rust paint on the underside of here where I welded. Let that dry up overnight. Then I do my seam sealer. Then I do my texture spray. Again, we're not getting fussy with this car underneath. The customer doesn't want to spend the money under there, so I'm just going to rattle can some texture spray in there. It'll do the job. It'll be good enough. And yeah, you won't have to worry about nothing. So, but I think to start right now, before I grind these down, I'm going to clean up a little bit of this mess and make some room around here, because I seem to keep sitting down on metal, and that's not good. Okay, it's all nicely ground down. These are 40 grit flapper discs, and these little, there we go, these little guys here are 36 grit. I got all sorts of different grits, but just in case you're wondering what I'm using right now, that's what I'm using. So that's taken care of. So I think we're going to, I think we'll bolt our tailpipe back up. I had to drop the tailpipe down to get him behind there to weld. And I say not much filming that, no point filming that, you can't see much. And then, yeah, we'll get some rust painting behind there. Alright, wasn't much of a video today. We're cleaned up there. Sean's still working away on the cab here, getting things ready. Perfect. Set the underside of the hood all ready to rock and roll too for a little primer. Yeah, so Thursday night we'll get to see some color on this old girl. That'll be nice. I can show you the colors he's going here if you want. Why not? You didn't see much else in this video today, did you? My shoebox is back in the shop. Remember, this side got done, the door got done, and Sean's working away on this side of the door. So I'm hoping mid to end of October it's done from the firewall back and first primer. We're hoping. Still don't know whether I'm losing this or not. What do you guys think? Anyone out there Shoebox Fords? You think I should lose that or leave that? I don't know. I usually take them off, but for some reason I kind of like this Art Deco look here, and I just kind of thought leave it on for something different because everyone takes them off. I'm not Frenching the taillights or the headlights, none of that. I am shortening up the chrome on the side, so I'll stop it, take the fender piece, and, or no, sorry, what am I thinking? No, because the holes are still here, so I'm not shortening it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to leave the chrome on the side, but I did put the Lincoln buttons in, and I'm going to, on the hood of the car, I'm doing a bullnose, if any of you know what those are. Hey, if you know what a bullnose is, you remember a bullnose, tell me that too. I'm going to change the hinges out here from 50s to 49s. 49s are 1 year only, so I'm going to change them out. Some people say put 51 hinges and they're hidden, but I like the look of the hinges out there. So I don't know, I mean, I'm going to smooth the bumper, so it's going to have no bumperettes or anything. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Would you leave that on the deck, or would you just smooth it off? I've already gotten rid of the emblem. I don't know what I'm doing there yet. And, you know, don't take insult if I don't do what you tell me. I'm going to do what I think at the end I like anyway. That's how we build cars. So Mike's working away here. He finished off this. That was a lot of work. Had to drill all them holes and TIG weld all that together there. Beautiful job. He's working on the center brace underneath right now. This car is almost ready to go. I think after he gets the brace underneath there, it's just a matter of the steering and some brake lines, and she's gone for a while, which is okay, because I have a zillion other things that need to come in. So that's all right. Oh, and today we went, this is the other reason this video is not that long today, not that good for you guys. So I have a gentleman, he's bringing me an 80-some pickup. I don't remember what year. I'm going to say between 81 and 83. Anyway, he's got a 6-cylinder in it, and he said, I just want to upgrade it. I don't want to go nothing fancy. Just like to go a nice little 350 of 300 horse. Well, for the last few weeks, I've had my engine builder building a 350. This is a 350 4-bolt main, and he dynoed it and everything, and it wound up with 354 horse and 398 foot-pounds of torque. So that's pretty good. If the guy's going from a 6-cylinder, which is probably like 160 or 70, I don't know what they are. He's going from that to this. It's going to be a big difference. Big difference. So I think he should be super happy with that. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. And yeah, we're still waiting on a few parts and pieces for the 59, as you can tell. And Mike's on that. Tomorrow, Mike is going to be doing the 2-inch drop coils in the 55 Chevy that I showed you out here. Definitely that's going to bring it down. I'm going to guess right now that that fender is probably going to sit right on the top of that tire, because if you look in there, it's not. And that'll come down. That'll look really nice. Then the guy's talking maybe next spring bring it back. Might do something with the leaf springs, only because the bushings are worn out and the leaf springs are getting tired. So at the front still is a little bit higher. We're not going to worry about that for now, because when you play with the back, everything will change. So yeah, so that's what's happening there. So other than that, nothing else to really tell you on this Tuesday, except I'll try and have a better video for you on Thursday. But this week is kind of in a lull of what's going on here. And God, I don't know if I'm gonna have a Sunday video, but we're going to a car show in Fort Langley. So I'm gonna take all you guys along to this car show in Fort Langley. I'm gonna lose my Sunday fun day again. But I am sending my frame out. My frame is actually leaving here. Tomorrow's Wednesday, it's going Thursday. Thursday morning, it's going down for blasting. It's gonna go down and get blasted up. My buddy Burns, he does it over here at Fraser Valley Blasting. Really good guy, so he's gonna get it all blasted up for me and hopefully get that home in around a week and a half to 2 weeks. That's okay with me. I really don't want it here for at least a week, so I'm hoping he has it for at least a week. Then it will come home, and then it'll be time to start putting things together. And that's exciting. And yeah, we'll just go from there. That'll mean getting that floor cut out of my 55, getting her braced up, because I'll mount a new floor on that chassis once that chassis is rolling, and then lift that body off with my hoist, and then set the body down on the floor, weld her up, wham bam, thank you ma'am. That being said, it's always a good time and old time. I'll catch you next time.